Okay, once again, welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about perfect models. Before we start, I'd like to remind you all that you are here to learn. So make sure you are active enough. You're interacting with the class and you're not just here to listen to me or anyone else. You're here to learn, so you need to be active. I'll be asking some questions and I expect you all to just reply and respond and share your opinions with us. It doesn't matter if you're correct or not. I mean, if you were correct, you wouldn't be here. So you're here to learn. Pretty good. Perfect. So let's begin with perfect models. Perfect models are essential for expressing possibility, certainty, regret, or missed opportunities in the past. So we're going to have some actually keywords here. In the past, possibility, certainty, regret, so on and so forth. This got to explain their meanings, provides clear examples, and highlights common mistakes and tricky exception. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, mastering this topic will help you communicate past situations with precision much better. So before we start perfect models, we should know just modals, modal verbs. So I want you all, of course, you know this. Let's talk about modals for a second, huh? Please type what you think about modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Why do we use them? How do we use them? What do they do? What's the point? Anything you know, examples, definitions, like can, could. I'm just giving you some hints. Just explain what modal verbs are. Like can, could, shall, should. What do they do? I can swim, I should swim. What's the difference? Of course, you know. Think, take your time, and send your answers. No, models, no. Modals. Modals. Modals plus past participle. So just for now, let's talk about modal verbs. Just modal verbs. To emphasize that something is perfect. Of course not. Models, no, modals for possibility. Very good. Can, be able to, must, have to, ought to, should, etc. They help us to show someone that we are capable of something. Of course, you mean can. For example, should or might, may, possibility, I don't know, certainty, something like that. Very good. Should, would, could. Frequency, no. I think verbs that indicate ability, possibility, could, example, could, would. Very good. Modals with another verb. Could, should, would, might. Perfect. For example, I can swim and I will swim and I might swim. What's the difference? What is the difference? I can swim, I will swim, and I might swim. Let's talk about this. Verb. So the verb is the same. I'm saying swim, study, go. The same verb. Time, elaborate, explain more. What does would show? Do all modal verbs only be used in just for one situation? Uh, Not necessarily only one situation. They have different, let's say, in different contexts, we can use different modal verbs. That's what we can say. We don't want to open it up a lot because we are focused on perfect modal, but possibility, ability. I will be able to swim. I am able to swim. Can show the ability, like I can swim. The moment you do the verbs, I think. The moment. Okay. Thank you. That's good. Now, I have another question. What are perfect modals? What do we mean by perfect modals? What do they do? What's the use? How do we use them? Like I should have done something. You must have, for example, studied something. What are these things? Because these look so complicated, so like confusing. I should have done, like what is it? Should have done, could have done. Should have and could have. So what does it mean? What does your sentence, for example, I should have done this? What's the meaning? What's the use? Let's talk about it for a second. Don't be shy. Just type what you think. If you don't know, like, okay, I don't know, but just guess. Regret. Interesting. I should to watch? No, I should watch. Wish. Talking about the past. I had an opportunity, but we didn't do it. Very good. Something that you could do, but you didn't. Very good. Showing regret, criticism, possibility, or deduction. Used to give advice. Perfect. Let's see. Perfect models help us talk about past situation. So in this topic, we're just going to talk about past situation. We don't care about present, nor do we care about future. Whether speculation, necessity, possibility, or regret, something that you guys have already mentioned. Here is a very brief, let's say, overview, like must have, strong certainty about a past event, may or might have, possibility in the past, could have, something our friend Rail said, possibility or possibility that didn't happen, regret, as some of you mentioned, or missed obligations, and would have hypothetical past situation, but we're going to get into each of them in detail. For example, she must have left early. So, what does this sentence mean? I will write it here again. She must have left early. What does it mean? She must have left early. What do we mean by using this sentence? Maybe it's modal verb. Of course, they are modal verbs. It is surely she did or almost surely. Strong possibility. I was better. Do we have I was better to leave early? So you mean she, because we're talking about she, but okay, that she should go away earlier. She should away or she just went. Do you remember we said we are going to talk about past situation? Past. So we cannot say she should go away because it's present. She will leave, we cannot say because it's future. We are talking about past. She was leave. Do we have she was leave like someone leaved her? Doesn't make sense. I am 95% what? Sure. You didn't see her at the meeting and her things are gone. Can we say you are saying something based on evidence, based on assurance, based on something that your friend said? You are 95%, let's say. You are sure that she left, Royal said she must go in the past earlier, but she didn't. And the speakers show us regret. Is it regret or show Royal? She want to left. So don't laugh at each other, first of all. Don't laugh because we are here to learn. She wants to leave, first of all, kind of. Knowing her is strongly possible she left. Past possibility. So it's not regret. And something Royal said, no. But something other people are saying, we can say it's kind of correct. So here, I am sure she left early. I am sure, for different reasons. I am sure that she left early. Or he could have won the race. He could have won the race. Means he had the ability, but he didn't win. He had the ability, but he didn't win. You should have called me. You should have called me. You didn't call, and I regret it. You didn't call, and I regret it. Some examples, some basic examples here. Let's talk about must have. Strong past certainty. Use when we are sure, not about regret, Royal. We use it when we are sure something happened in the past. Two keywords. Sure, something happened in the past. Some of you said she will leave, she should leave. No, not future or present. Past, past and past. When you are sure something happened in the past. She must have left early. You are sure that she left early. Is this difficult English? You mean advanced? To some extent, yes. He had the ability but missed. Not for this one. Not for this one. Regret should have. Very good. Use it to say you're pretty sure something happened. Very good. Troy gaming, very good. Isn't it conditionals? No. No, no, no. I mean, in would have, yes, we use would have plus PP in third conditionals. But must have, it is not. The formula is must have plus PP, like must have done, must have gone, whatever. Of course, you know that. There's some basics. For example, she must have forgotten her keys. She must have forgotten her keys. I am certain, I am sure that she forgot them. I am sure. They must have been tired after the long journey. They must have been tired after the long journey. You are sure that, for example, they were tired after that long journey, we can say. And there's a common mistake. She must had forgotten her keys. Many students think because we're talking about some past events, so we're going to use past perfect. She must had forgotten? Of course not. She must have. We don't also say she must has. Normally we know that for she or he we use has. Same goes for it. She has done something in present perfect. But here we say she must have, although we have she. Can anyone tell me the reason? Can you tell me the reason why she must have and not she must has? Let's see who knows. Is it always have? I don't know, you tell me. The Immortal and others. Must is PP. What do you mean must is PP? Must is a modal verb, past perfect is something else. Must plus verb base. Okay, let's see. Because it's a modal verb. What about others? Must plus infinitive. Infinitive, you mean like must to, I must to study, I must to go, or I must go. I think you meant bare infinitive. Bare infinitive or just base form, the base form of the verb. Must plus have, it is a rule. So why it is a rule? Queen of my kingdom. Why is it a rule? Base form, yes. Use must have when you are not 100% sure. So when you are 100% sure, what do we use? Must is already conjugated. We don't need to conjugate when comes after. Interesting, Skoogie. Nice. Feet next is also typing. Exactly. When you use a modal verb like can, should, I don't know, may, might, we don't use like has. We use the base form of have, which is have. So after modal verb, like we say, we don't say she can studies. She can study. She can go. He can leave. That's the reason. The same rule applies here too. Something our friend says is correct. So may have or might have for past possibilities. So far we talked about strong past certainty. Like you are sure. You are, let's say, 100%, 99% sure, almost sure that something happened in the past. But here you're not sure. I mean, we use it when something possibly happened. We don't know. We just think. Probably. No idea. We cannot guarantee that. We cannot say like, yes, I am sure. No, we're not sure in this case. May or might have plus PP. She might have missed the bus. For example, she was late, something like that. I said, oh yeah, she might have missed the bus. She might have missed the bus. It is possible she missed it. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. She might have missed the bus, or she might have missed a train, or she might have overslept, whatever. I don't know. I just think. Or he may have gone home early. Where is he? I don't know. For example, where was he? I didn't see him. Did you know? No, I don't know. He or she may have gone home early. Or they may have gone, I don't know, somewhere else, like the cafe, restaurant, shopping mall, whatever. We don't know. We just guess. We just think. Hello, Javier, I think. Yes. Good evening. Mayhaps. What do you mean mayhaps? Perhaps I heard, but mayhaps I've never heard. I'll join you tonight. So this is something else. I will join you tonight. This is not perfect model. You're talking about future event. I will. I will. No. Missed opportunity and past possibility. Something was possible but didn't happen. So do not confuse and do not combine missed opportunity and past possibilities. These are two different things. They're mutually exclusive. Let's talk about past possibilities for now. Past possibility. Something was possible, we don't know. We don't know. Must is a modal verb. It is already control the tense, so we don't. You're checking about the last question. Okay, very good. Maybe, plus, perhaps, mayhaps. Do you know what we call them? For example, lunch and breakfast, brunch. Or I don't know. Archaic word for perhaps, yes. You knew. Very good. She might have seen me, but she didn't say hi. For example, she may go outside. No, this is, yes, it's modal verb. It's a modal verb, but not perfect modal. In this case, we are just using such things in the past situations. Past. Okay. May have learned this before. So, what is your subject? May have learned this before. May who? Let's see. Mixed. No. Think about it. And let's see if you can recall it. Anyway, next one. May or might. So what's the difference between may and might? She may have missed the bus. She might have missed the bus. What is the difference? She may have learned. I may taught. Can I say I may taught? Is it correct? I may taught. May plus verb. No. What's the difference between may and might? May and might. Perhaps, yes, very good. Perhaps may be right. So what's the difference? What is the difference? May higher, might lower. Okay, what about others? What do you think? Is it different in formality? No, not exactly. Polite may indicate present and might is past. No. One is more gentle. We can say might seems a lot doubtful. May is a stronger. Something that you all said. May is stronger. Stronger possibility. But might, as our friend said, 40% we can say. You can use some percentages here, but generally might has a lower chance, let's say. So Royal, did you recall it? Did you find the word, the term for this, like perhaps, mayhaps, brunch, lunch, and breakfast? I don't know. I'm looking for it. Okay, let me know if you need help. Wait, so for present, I may do this, I might do this. No, when you say I may do this, means there is a higher chance. I may do this means there is a higher chance. I might do this means I don't know, maybe. I don't know. There's a lower chance. It's about like how possible it is. How possible it is. I believe that may have more possibility. May has more possibility. You can use may like this. May I help you? For permissions. For permissions, yes. Like, may I means will you grant permission? Yes, but you can't say might I help you. Of course, this is another use. Excuse me, this is another use. May I help you is like you're asking for permissions. May I go out? May I do this? May I help you? Will you possible allow me to help? May, when I am more with a high, what do you mean when I am more? With a higher possibility, less than, we can say that. Hello, I've just arrived. Okay, welcome. May is also asking permission, yes. In another situation. Right now, we're just talking about possibilities. Oh, okay. So May, it's like when I'm certain that I'm going to do something, and might is when I'm not. No. In both situations, you are not certain. You are not sure. But May has a higher chance. There is a higher chance you do something. May is more sure. You can say like this, yes. But none of them are sure. Like you're not sure 100%. Maybe there is a possibility. Blending. Very good, Royal. They are blending. Very good. In word formation and linguistics, we have this. It's a part of word formation. Exactly, blending. Like hungry and angry, hangry, for example. So, higher possibility, lower possibility. Again, she might had gone, we talked about it. What about could? Could have. Now this is something your friend said missed possibilities. This is what we're going to talk about. Could have used for past abilities or opportunities. This is important. That didn't happen. This is the case. That didn't happen. Could have plus PP. You could have passed the exam if you had studied more. I have a question. I have a question. You could have passed the exam if you had studied more. Does it sound familiar? Something your friend said at the very beginning about another grammar topic. If you use something, you could have, let's say, if you had studied more, you could have passed the exam. Can you recall it? Do you know what it was? What do you learn? We learn English. May expresses the sentence a high possibility of course, Audra. Have. I could done, no, I could have done. Before, yes. Yes. You can say that. If I were you, I could have. What did we call them? Means that he has not passed the exam, of course. Possible he passed the exam but didn't happen because he didn't study more. Remedy could have understood. You mean from I think yesterday? Yes, I heard about it. Very good. Real Madrid could have won. Won? No, we say beat in this game. In this context, beat something. You don't win someone. You win the game or you beat. Something Aldra said. You beat, for example, another team. So Remedy would have beat, for example, Arsenal, or would have won the game or the match yesterday. Yes, very good. You can say that. Very good. Second or third conditional. Conditionals. Very good. Third conditionals. Third conditional. If I, for example, if I had seen you, I would have said. Now we say could have, because it's a missed opportunity. So you could have passed the exam if you had studied more. It means in the past you didn't study, therefore you lost a chance to win. You missed this opportunity, which was passing the exam. Or he could have become a famous doctor or famous actor, a famous, I don't know, teacher, a famous developer, whatever. He could have become means he had the chance but he missed it. Or for example, you park your car somewhere and you forgot. You forgot to lock it. Let's say. So you left your car unlocked. You just came back and you said, okay, oh my God, the car was open. The car wasn't locked. But hopefully, no one stole anything. No one stole anything. No one also noticed that. In this case, you say, oh, thank God. They could have stolen my car. They could have stolen my car. Yes? In this case, you're saying they had this chance, but they missed it. They missed it. Someone asked for my Telegram channel, and there you go. Just click on this link and you will see the Telegram channel link. Brunch, hungry, pork, yes, a spoon and fork, of course. I could have paid more attention to my friend. Very good. And you didn't, but you didn't. You missed this opportunity. And therefore, you lost your friend, for example. Something you were able to do in the past but might not have actually done it. Might not, no, definitely you didn't do it. Not might not. Definitely. This is why we're using it. You definitely missed it. She could have gone to the party, but she chose to stay home. Stay at home. Very good. Yes, she could have gone to the party, but she didn't. Or just something you said. I could have lost my keys because my pocket. Can we say is or was? My pocket was. You're talking about a past event. In Spanish, this type of condition is called impossible condition. It has not even happened in the past. There are different, yes, we can say that. We also say hypothetical. Hypothetical means like imaginary. Something close to what you're saying, like in Spanish. And yes, it means we had the chance to do it, to have it, but we didn't. Like we missed it. For example, last night or last week, there was a party. There was a gathering, there was a conference, there was a webinar. And for example, you and I just went there. We participated in that. And you said hello. I said, hello, how are you? I didn't ask for you. I didn't even care about you, for example. Now you said, okay, teacher, why didn't you say hello to me? I just said hello. You ignored me. I said, oh, really? If I had seen you, I would have said hello. If I had seen you, I would have said hello. Means in the past, conference, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Therefore, that was the reason I didn't say hello. That was the reason I didn't say hello. For short, missed chances, past abilities, or regrets. You can say that. So this one, also we don't say regret, missed the possibilities. Maybe you don't regret. You like it's not like regretful all the time. I said you lost your car. You left your car unlocked. Okay, you didn't lock your car. So it was a chance they might have stolen it, huh? But they didn't. They didn't steal your car. Is it like a regret? No, you're happy. You're grateful they didn't steal your car. So they could have stolen your car, but they didn't. It's not always like kind of regrets. No. Sometimes you were lucky that you missed it. Missed chances could be either good or bad. Not always bad things. Being sorry for what you did in the past. No, not like being sorry. You just missed it. You were going to have an accident. Are you sorry for not dying? Of course not. This is not regret. No, this is not regret. I could have gone to the party, but she chose. I could. No, she. You should have the same subjects. She could have gone to the party, but she chose to stay at home. Okay, maybe she's happy with this. Maybe she's not regretting. That's okay with her. This is not regret. This is a missed opportunity, and probably she wanted to miss it. She intentionally missed it. She chose to do something else. This is not regrets. Don't get it wrong. It is missing like something you have done before. You could have done before. I could have gone to the concert, but we didn't buy tickets in time. You missed this chance. In this case, yes. In this case, you might be regretful. Like, oh, I wish I did it. Or I wish I had done it. But in the sentence you said above, or for example, something I said, you were going to crash, but you didn't. You're okay now. Do you regret? No. You're happy. You're happy that you didn't die. A missed opportunity could be good, could be bad. You could regret it or you could be happy about it. It depends on the context. Not regret. Regret is this one. Should have. Regret and missed obligations. This is important. Here we said possibilities. Could be good, could be bad. This is obligations, rules. Something you should have done, but you didn't. Duties. Here you said past mistakes, regrets, or unfulfilled duties, not possibilities. Duty. For example, you were in charge. Something you said about concert, Troy Gaming. In your group, you were in charge of buying the tickets. It was your responsibility. It was your duty. You forgot. You forgot it. So your friends, they blame you. They put the blame on you. In this case, yes, you're guilty. Very good. And your friend says, try gaming. You should have bought those tickets. You're ashamed of yourself, for example. For example, this is regret. This one is regret. I can hear, okay? Oh, I should have loved more my wife before she left me. Yes. Anyway, should have plus PP. You should have apologized, but you didn't. When you say you should have done something, there is a hidden sentence. But you didn't. You should have apologized, but you didn't. You should have studied harder, but you didn't. He should have bought the tickets, but he didn't. We should have left early, but we didn't. And we are not happy about what happened. We are not happy. In could have, we don't know. We could either be happy or unhappy. We don't know. It depends. But in this one, no. We are not happy with this. I should have studied harder. I should have studied harder. Or I should have. We don't say that, of course. It's a common mistake. I should have called you. So, for regret and missed obligations. Check your Discord settings or turn off the Wi-Fi and turn on that. Very good, yes. Anyway, so for example, let me give you a scenario, Let me give you a scenario. Let's say there was, for example, a job application, They posted some job applications 2 weeks ago, and they only gave 3 days to submit your application. You were lazy. You were saying, okay, let me play some game. Let me just go out with my friends. Let me have some fun. I have the time. I will do it. You procrastinated. You said, okay, I will do it. And you didn't do it. What can you say in this case? You were supposed to submit your application 2 weeks ago. You procrastinated. You said, I will do it. I want to have some fun now. And now you lost the chance. They are not hiring you. You're not going to get a job. So what can you say in English? How can you write it? I should have learned ed, past participle. English, when I was young or younger. Now I am old. And my brain is slow to understand. Was it an example or something real? But the structure is correct. I should have learned, past participle. I should have applied. I should have submitted. I should have submitted my application before, for example. I should have submitted the application. Capital I. I should have submitted the application for the job. I should have applied. Very good. I should have applied for the job on time. Very good. And now you regret. Application double P. And now you regret. You'd be ashamed of yourself. Anyway. Would have. Let's talk about would have. Something your friend said in third conditional we have. Yes. Hypothetical. Imaginary past. Used for imaginary past situations or third conditional sentences. Of course, we also use them in mixed conditionals, but you don't need to know now. Would have plus PP. I would have helped you, but I was busy. There's always a second part. I would have done this. I would have helped you. I would have come. I would have studied, but it is something like excuses, Some excuses. like I wanted to do is in the past, but something happened. I would have helped you, but the reason I didn't help you is that I was busy. I would have come earlier. The reason I didn't come earlier is that I didn't know about it. If I had known, I would have come earlier. Something I said, if I had seen you, if I had seen you earlier, I would have said hello. I would have said hello. That I didn't say hello to you is because I didn't see you. I would have prepared better. I shouldn't have attended to Discord server instead study. I shouldn't have attended. There's no to. Attend to means to pay attention. Attend to means to pay attention. I shouldn't have attended Discord server. You don't attend Discord server, you just join. I shouldn't have joined the Discord server. Instead, I should have studied. I should have learned English seriously at school. And if you didn't join this, if you didn't join the server, you wouldn't know this topic to practice. Anyway, I would have paid more attention. I would have paid more attention to the class if I wasn't working right now. So I would have paid more attention to class. It's not correct. If I wasn't working right now. I mean, how can you say if I wasn't working right now? In the past, you weren't working, but right now, can we say that? So I mean, if you're talking about it right now, you could say I would or I could pay more attention to class if I wasn't working, for example. Not right now, but you can say if, for example, 2 days after this, you say I would have paid more attention if I hadn't been working. For example, I would have opened the door, but it was broken. So if the door had been, or if the door hadn't been broken, I would have opened the door. Can we say that, PJV? If the door hadn't been broken, I would have opened the door. The reason I didn't open the door was that the door was broken. I would have gotten the project outcome when I had handed it to delivery team. To the delivery team. Right back. Right then, right back. You say yes. Oh yeah, it makes sense. If I had known, I would have learned English from my toddler days. Okay. So something we use in third conditionals. Like in this case, hypothetical past, we exactly mean third conditionals. We exactly mean third conditionals. Perfect modals in questions and negative sentences. I mean, these are too easy. But let's just say. We have this sentence. For example, I want to go with something easy. For this one, let me write it. He would have helped you. Something else we don't care, just this part. How would you make it a question? You want to ask a question. How would you make it a question? An interrogative sentence. He would have helped you. Make it a question. Shouldn't it be should have? Which one? So it depends on the context, Cypher. It depends on the context. Would he help you? Would he help you? I didn't say he would help you. I said he would have. Very good. Would he have helped you? Would he have helped you? Yes. Why did he not help me? No, that's not the case. He would have helped you. You're making the question. Would he have helped you? You can change you to different things, based on the context, but yes, you're correct. So, could he have left early? You're asking about a past possibility. You want to know about this, huh? Could he have left early? What do you think? I don't know. For example, she didn't call me. Oh, yeah. Well, what do you think? Should I have called you? Of course. You should have called me. You can always talk to me, for example. Should I have called you? Should she? I don't know, done something like this. Negatives. He might not have received the message. They couldn't have finished that quickly. Of course, these are too easy for this level, for this topic. We use could plus not, modal verbs plus not to negate them. Should, shouldn't, for example. Something might be interesting for you, like might not. For example, should not, shouldn't. Cannot, can't. Would not, wouldn't. What about might not? Could you have lived early? Yes, I could have. Yes, I could have. Mightn't. What about others? So, no. Contracted from together. Should not, shouldn't. Might not, might have. No, that's might have. I'm talking about might not. Might not. Mightn't. Mightn't is not really common nowadays. Mightn't, like mustn't. They say don't use mustn't, say must not, because they're like old things. Nowadays we say must not, might not. Another question. He might not have received the message, or he might have not. Where should we put this not? For example, he shouldn't have, or let me like it this way. He should not have done this, for example, or he should have not done this. Something we also have in present perfect, past perfect, something like this. Or specifically in future perfect, I will have done. I will not have done, I will have not done. Which one? Mehrab says might not have. Okay, thank you. Adra, he might not. She shouldn't have. You mean should not. One is we think he has not done. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Two is he. No. There's no difference in meaning. Cypher, there's no difference in meaning. Don't get it wrong. There's no difference. One of them is correct, one of them is like, we cannot say not correct, but less correct. Both of them are correct. One of them is less correct. Two people are typing. Amin is typing others. He shouldn't have not done. This is grammatically possible. Of course. Thank you, Amin. But it sounds awkward and it's rarely used. Of course. Perfect. Amin and others. He might not have left jobs accidentally. Okay. Exactly. Something our friend says. Both of them are correct, but might have not is less correct. It is, although it's grammatically correct, but it's awkward. It's not commonly used. It's like something like Old English, or it's not just used anymore. Less natural. Very good, Mehrab. Exactly. We always, this is a rule of thumb, an important rule here. We always put not after the first verb, auxiliary, main verb, to be whatever. After the first verb you see in a sentence. In this sentence, how many verbs do we have? I have a question. Let me write it again. He, the affirmative one, he should have done this. I have a question. How many verbs do we have in this sentence? He should have done this. Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 12. How many verbs do we have? Will not have, might not, should not have, because we are conjunct. Very good. 3. So what are they? Three. One modal, one auxiliary, one what? One what? One main verb. Should have, do, should have done. Very good. We have 3. We have 3 verbs. Should, have, and done. So you have 3 verbs. The first verb you see, of course from left to right. The first verb you see You just make some changes, also known as conjugate, just based on this word. The first verb. The first verb. Should not. You want to make a question. Should he have done? The first verb you see. This is a rule of thumb, an important rule here. So should. We can negate it. He shouldn't. He should not. Or we can make a question. Should he? Shouldn't he have done this? Because many students say she should have not. Not really good. Some advanced notes. Perfect modal with passive voice. I have a question here. I mean, it could be a good review though too. Passive voice. So what is passive voice? What do we mean by passive voice? This part is the most important part. It's like some, I don't know, some really important, some really interesting points. So if I were you, I would listen carefully to this part. So first of all, what is passive voice? Passive voice, what is it? What does it do? Should have not done? No. Should have. Very good. It was easy. Yes, Rael. It was easy. B plus get plus P. So what does it do? Very good. You're right, Mehra. What does it do? The book was written by one of the best writer is. So no, the book which was written by one of the best writers is or was bought by me. In this case, was written is a part of your relative clause. We use which was written, to add more information about the book. The book, okay, which book? That was written, which was written by one of the best writers. Oh, you mean that book? Yes. You're giving more info. Very good. Interchange subject and object. Okay, what's the point? Interchange subject and object for what? Passive voice is when the object of an action becomes the subject of the sentence. And why? How come? When you express the object as a subject. Okay, but why? Why would we do this? Narrator, no. In passive voice, the focus is on the action. Or the object. Not who did it. Very good. We want to emphasize what? The door has been closed. The passive voice serves to express that some action has been performed without mentioning the subject. Very good. The important in the sentence of the focus. We don't know who did it. An object. Very good. No on. We want to emphasize the object. Or we want to put emphasis on the object. Emphasize something, not on something. But put emphasis on something. Very good. Exactly. The package must have been delivered. You are sure that the package must have been delivered. Or she should have been informed earlier. She should have been informed earlier. Reported the speech. This is interesting. He said he might have forgotten his keys. Of course, you know that. We had, I think, 10 times during these 3 years, maybe 20 times. I just taught this topic. Reported speech. This is something who said narrator? Cypher, this is what you said. We can say that. Like, I want to go. He said that he wanted to go. We just reinterpret it in a different point of view. We call them reported speech, indirect or indirect speech. He said he wanted to go. Perfect, Anas. Yes. In this case, like this, not exactly might forget. Like it wasn't like I might forget my keys. It was like, oh, I think I forgot my keys. I don't know. I should check that. And after some days, after some moments, you want to just tell it to someone else. You interpret it, or let's say reinterpret it in this way. He said he might have forgotten his keys. You are just changing the words, changing the point of view so as to narrate, so as to tell someone else what happened in the past. So he said he might have forgotten his keys. Means maybe he didn't know. Or she told me I should have studied more. For example, I don't know, many years ago or something else, I said, yes, you should study more if you want to, for example, pass your exam or something like this. And she did it and she said, okay, let me have some fun. I want to play some games. And now she failed. Oh, yes. She told me I should have studied more, but I didn't. It implies, it is inside this sentence. There's a hidden code. He told me I should have studied more, but I didn't. I didn't listen to him. Something like this. And the best part, needn't have. First, let me check the chat here. He said, I may have forgotten my keys. Yes. Because we are using back, in reported speech, we have something we call it back shift. The shift back. We had better use might instead of may. But of course, if you want to emphasize the possibility, like it's higher, it's lower, yes. Your sentence is just fine. To tell and report what others are saying or have said is better. He said he might have learned this notice. We change the tense of verb when we use. Very good. We can say that. But if you want to emphasize the possibility, you can do that too. So your sentence is also correct. Joke says O. I have a question. I'm going to write two things. We had enough fuel, gas, petrol, whatever you call it. We needn't have stopped at a gas station. One, or A. B. Again, we had enough fuel. We didn't need to stop at the gas station. A and B. Need is a semi modal. Half modal, half main verb. So we can use like needn't, like shouldn't, like couldn't, or we can say didn't need, like didn't go, didn't study, didn't, for example, talk. Both of them are correct. Let me help you, first of all. Both of them are correct. But what's the difference? What is the difference? Let's talk about this. Both of them are correct, of course. Very good, as Royal said that. B is familiar to me, but A is not. Okay, both of them are commonly used, first of all, in different contexts, for sure. But let's talk about the difference. This is the reason I tell you study grammar, because you can express your feeling, express and talk about different situations in precision, like precisely and in detail. Because after you get the point, you'll be shocked. Oh, really? How nice, how interesting. Just guess. Guess and tell me. One of them is using modal verbs, another one is not. The other one we say is not is a main verb. Modal verbs and main verbs. But let's talk about the meanings. I don't hear people use need and they use. In some contexts you can imply that, but it is used. Okay? But not as commonly used as the other one. Of course, yes. That's hard for me. Okay. A suggests you did a stop and now realize it wasn't needed. Very good, I mean. Suggests you didn't stop and just state it wasn't necessary. You're close, very good. A was unnecessary because there was already enough fuel. What about B, Audra? What about B? In the same point of view you're saying. A was unnecessary because there was already enough fuel. Very good. Yes, something you said. We had enough. So I want to use two conjectures, we can say. We had enough fuel. We didn't have a stop at the gas station. We can say, but we did. Let's say, for example, we had enough fuel. We didn't need to stop at the gas station. So, we didn't. You see how interesting it is? We had enough fuel, both of them. We needn't have a stop at the gas station, but we did. We stopped. I don't know why. The driver stopped. We had enough fuel. It wasn't necessary, but he stopped. Okay. And I said, why didn't you stop at the gas station? So we had enough fuel. We didn't need to. It wasn't necessary. That was the reason. Because we had enough fuel, we didn't stop. So, two different points of view. Two different points of views. And of course, people use it in the correct context. Maybe you haven't yet encountered with that context yet, but it is used. B, this states the fact that the stopping wasn't necessary at that time. Perfect. A is that they had enough fuel, but they stopped, passed. B is that they had enough fuel, so they didn't stop. I don't understand. So, Power Dev, did you understand now? Or do you want me to say it again? Let me know. Now makes sense. Makes sense. Can we use them interchangeably? Of course not. Because if you mean interchangeably, like they don't differ, huh? They don't like have different meanings. But in this case, we have different meanings. We have different meanings. So you cannot use them interchangeably. No. But sometimes, I mean, A is not that commonly used because, I mean, why would you stop when you don't need something? So it's less common. I mean, it's less common that you would stop somewhere that you didn't need to. That's why some of you said, I've never heard that. But in the right context, you can use that. Here, needn't have. Look at this one, another example. You needn't have bought so much food. You needn't have bought so much food. It wasn't necessary, but you did it. It wasn't necessary, but you did it. This is the interpretation. In parentheses, this is what we understand. This is what we interpret. What we get from this sentence. The meaning behind this sentence. Something related to pragmatics too, to some extent. Any questions? Did despite, very good, very good. Perfect modals also, they add depth and nuance to past events. Practice them in conversations and soon they will feel natural. It is really important. It is imperative that you learn this topic. I have just one question. My last question. Practice them in conversations and soon they will feel natural. What does this they refer to? What does it mean, they? They is what? My final question. Practice them in conversations and soon they will feel natural. Modal verbs, no. No. What do you mean modal verbs feel natural? Modal verbs will feel natural. Do they feel? What do you mean by that? No. Practice them in conversations and soon they will feel natural. What can feel natural? What can feel awkward? The way you speak. The way you speak can be said in conversations. Very good, exactly. Conversations means the sentences you use. Pragmatics. We understand, we get it, like the sentences you use, the structures you use, the detail you explain, they will get natural, yes. So we can say that's all. We just talked about this whole PDF. If you want to download this PDF and get different PDFs, I don't know, if you want to just join my Telegram channel. Let me just send it again. There's some quizzes, some important notes, some, videos, word of the week, idiom of the week, and some interesting things there. So if I were you, I would definitely join it. So your sentences will feel more natural, of course. You get used to using, very good, Adra. You use it perfectly. You will get used to using gerund. Using fluently, of course. If you click on the link, you can join my Telegram channel. And how often do you teach on Discord? First of all, I've been teaching here for 3 years. since 2023, I think. Yes. Weekly classes. I have weekly classes every Wednesday, just at the same time. Every Wednesday and at the same time. For free, of course. Did you pay for today? No. So it's free. My Wednesday classes are free. I mean, during these 3 years, I never got a penny for the classes because I mean, no one does in this Discord. It's like we just believe that anyone has this right to speak the international language. You know, book clubs? No, no, no. I just don't have the time. I have some private classes, some other classes. So I'm so busy nowadays. I just don't have the time for book club. But it's not payment. Anything happens on Discord is free. Good for you. Yeah, thank you. Will be the record? Yes. I will have uploaded it by tomorrow. I will have uploaded by tomorrow. Tomorrow you can see that. Yes. Thanks for the class. So thank you. Thank you everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we can call it a day. We can end the class. Any questions, any feedback? If you have any kind of feedback, just let me know. I really appreciate your feedback because they can help us have a better class, let's say. What will the next topic? Okay, you tell me. I will have a poll, huh? I will put a poll on my Telegram channel. I have so many topics. Some of them we taught, some of them not yet, but how do I learn how to use new words correctly in conversations? First, you should learn them correctly. First of all, we need some contextualized topics, some contextualized, for example, passages. You shouldn't just learn like I don't know. Begin. It means start, or I don't know. Something means something. Not like this. In a sentence, in a passage. In this case, if you learn, you will know when to use the scope, we can say, and the usability. Thank you, Magaram. Thank you, Mehrab. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, teacher. Thank you for the class. Sure. Your name is hard. Winner Sausage 5. Repeat all the lesson. I just joined. I will just upload it on my YouTube channel. You can just watch it. I can't join to the channel. Why? It's on Telegram. Thanks, professor. I'm not a professor, just teacher. Would work, but thank you. Very immortal. Oh, you changed your picture? Yes, because your profile picture was something else. Maybe some practice exercises, especially for the confused sentences. That's nice, yes. I used to have some kind of homework on my Telegram channel. I may just do it again. But technically, I just left you 40, I think, 40 examples. That's why I say just download the PDF. There are 40 different examples with different levels of difficulty. You can say you must have been very tired. And based on the information and this PDF, you can just analyze it yourself. Think about it yourself. You must have been very tired last night, or he might have messaged right. Okay, it's a possibility. Or you should have told me about the meeting, so you didn't tell me. It's a kind of regret. You should do this because it's not always the teacher. You should learn and you should try to analyze things yourself. And anytime you have some problems, just tell me. It told me to ask my server admin. What do you mean? It's a link. You click, it opens Telegram, and you can join. There are like 400 people, so not a problem. Can you teach us how to structure sentences? So what do you mean by that? First of all, Hashima. Structure sentences like what? I know how to use should have. Perfect. What's better? Thank you. Can you add improvisation activities to practice in the future lesson? Yes, I'll try to. That was nice. What the name of the PDF? Perfect Modals. Perfect Modals. Oh yes, Royal said. Thank you. Perfect Modals. Oh, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't send it. Just click on this. Yes. Thank you. Good afternoon. I just arrived. Nice. Where's the link your friend sent? Don't mention it. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Someone asked me something. I didn't get it. Hashima said, Can you teach us how to structure? You mean how to form sentences? We should learn, if you learn tenses, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect, continuous, present simple, continuous, all of them. We can say you have learned 60% of English, because everything we say has a tense. Now, in the future, in the past, anything. Other things are just some kind of extra information. Of course, they are needed. You have to learn them. But first of all, try to fully master the tenses. I think a month ago, we just finished all the tenses. We have started a new phase in our classes with the tenses, from present simple to future perfect continuous. I have some videos on my YouTube. Just there's a playlist, tenses. Go watch them. I don't know, different YouTube channels. You can't find because I haven't uploaded it yet. It's a new PDF. After this class, I will upload it. No. After this class, after we end this class in like 5 minutes, I will upload it, and then you can. Because some PDFs are new, some PDFs no, I already have them. Where will you upload? The PDF is already on my website or my Telegram, yes. The video on YouTube. Might be Discord some problem. I don't know. Just click on the link. Just click on the link, our friends said. Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Hope you have a perfect day. There will be a poll about our next topic on my Telegram channel. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me. And that's it. Yes. Have a good day. And goodbye. Hashman, sorry for typing. Okay, let's see. And then we end our class. My Telegram is blocked. That's sad. Copied and pasted. Chrome. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. See you all next Wednesday, next week.